Hello, my good friends. Welcome to the show, Jack Chow with East West Show on G&E TV. As you can probably tell from my face that I have good news for you. The good news being, I would say nothing could be as good as this news. Well, that came this morning. As a matter of fact, last night, the Senate House of California has passed unanimously the bill of SJR23 to issue an apology, a Senate apology of California to the Chinese Exclusion Act. So, all right. Brought news to the show today is my good friend, a beautiful lady, a friend for many years, reliable friend, Betty Tom Chu of Monterey Park, and also my great brother, John Wong. And he was one of the candidates. He will not give up running for assessor of County of LA.
Yes.
Right. So to both of you, once again, welcome.
Thank you very much, Jack.
All right. Not only have they brought the news, but also they are the fighters behind it. And for that, I give huge credit. I put my both thumbs up for the excellent job you did. That's a very, very sentimental issue. It's an emotional issue. It's people you're talking about. It's the heart you're talking about. Whoever wins it, wins it. Whoever loses it, loses it. Whoever goes against it, against it. So, never, right? And I believe there are lots of people who are behind the victory. I want you rated the name or organizations or whoever supported slowly, clearly for the record, please.
Thank you,
They
Jack.
deserve a huge credit.
Thank you,
I'm
Jack.
ready for that. I believe my audience are ready for that, please.
Well, you know, ours is a grassroots operation with just really the four of us, John Wong, John G, Dr. Sophie Wong, all of whom have appeared on your show before. But we could not have done it without the organizational support that was reflected now historically in the records of the Senate. The California State Senate now recognizes these organizations that supported the request for the congressional apology and also the California legislative apology that passed the California State Senate on June 5th. The organizations, first of all and preeminently, was the work of our good friend Supervisor Mike Antonovich in having unanimous support for the County of Los Angeles.
Okay, to Mike Antonovich.
And of course, very helpful to our movement was the City of Monterey Park under the leadership of then Mayor Teresa Real Sebastian.
Or City of Monterey Park.
But more importantly, in order to do the legwork, it was John Wong and John G and Dr. Sophie Wong, members of and officers of the Chinese American Citizens Alliance of the Greater San Gabriel Valley Lodge. So the lodge endorsed the resolutions, and it was under their sponsorship and request that we made to Senator Huff to introduce Senate Joint Resolution 23.
Okay, we got to give a hand to CACA, represented by you, Betty Tom Chu, John Wong, our wonderful John G, and also Sophie Wong. This is for this one, right? Okay.
But one of the largest and most active and vocal groups representing the Chinese American interests is the Joint Chinese University Alumni Association of Southern California, now under the leadership of President Olivia Liao, was very instrumental in providing their support.
And to Olivia Liao and her organization, here comes another round. I'm getting excited.
Yes. And then we have the relatively newly formed organization only about 5-6 years ago when I was mayor of the city of Monterey Park, the American and Chinese World War II Memorial Monument Association under the leadership of President Joseph Hsu.
To Joseph Hsu and his monument organization. I know this organization. I went to one of their press releases.
Yes.
Yeah.
And now from San Diego, we have the Association for Preserving Historical Accuracy of Foreign Invasions in China under the leadership of Dr. Nancy Lowe. We have the Chulun Association, which is my family association, with the help of a very passionate, avid supporter of SJR23 under the leadership of James Tam, one of the former presidents of Chulun Association.
And to the Chu family.
Yeah.
And also to Nancy. Here's your round for your credit.
That really is the Tom Association.
Sure.
And the Chinese Consolidated Benevolent Association of San Diego, the Confucius Institute at San Diego State University, the CCBA of San Diego under the leadership of President Peter Chu with the help of Dr. Sally Wong Avery, the prior president, and Dr. Lily Chen from the Confucius Institute at San Diego State University.
Yes.
And Dr. Sam Shen with the San Diego Chinese American Association. But in addition to that, in the past we had received...
Take your time, slowly and clearly, please.
In the past, we had received wonderful support from Mr. Larry Wong, the Secretary General of the Federation of Chinese American Organizations, and formerly very instrumental as an advisor to the CCBA of Los Angeles.
I see.
And we had received support from the CCBA of Los Angeles when it was under the leadership of President Wayne Ma and Vice President James Tam.
All right. To all those wonderful people and wonderful organizations, here's the thank you from California. And trust me, we're not celebrating the three of us. My audience is behind the camera on the outside, right? They are joining us with the joy.
Of course they are, because it so impacts the lives of our Chinese American community as seen from recent racial discrimination that we are now feeling from even the president's remarks, as well as legislation that has been proposed in the state of California. So
John, what's your remarks on the day of victory?
You know, I'm very joyful that this has happened. The two resolutions are concurrent. One resolution by the California State Senate is to apologize to Chinese Americans for the discriminatory acts toward Chinese Americans. It was California that pushed for the Exclusion Act, and it's only right that California apologizes as well. And the second resolution, which is SJR23, that is a resolution that requests Congress to apologize to the Chinese American. I think that is a very, very good thing. We need closure on this subject. We need to go forward knowing that we're equal citizens under the law. And as you know, the Chinese American Citizens Alliance has been in the forefront of civil rights for Chinese Americans. And we have fought through ages about trying to get these things done. It is very important that everybody know that we are there and we're there for them.
Very good, very good, very well said.
Jack, I
yes,
want to
please.
point out one thing why it is so important for the California apology is the fact that California actually passed anti-Chinese discrimination legislation even before the Federal Act of the Chinese Exclusion Act of 1882.
And in addition, I learned, after the passing of the congressional law, California put something on top to even more restrictly implement the law. The sufferer were by the Chinese Americans those days in California was double fold,
Right.
or even more. So that's the part why California should take a lead also in correcting themselves, right?
Yes.
That will give us a role model for the rest of the nation to follow. Whoever did do a law like this, feel guilty, feel apologize, give the apologize, right?
Yes.
All right, let's take a very short moment now. When we come back, in addition to giving credit to those people, wonderful people, organization, people like Betty Tom Chu, people like John Wong, John G, Sophia Wong, so on and so forth, even Nancy in San Diego, we had job to do. So what is the next page? What is the next page? Is the next job to convince the assembly? So in the arrangement today, we'll see one segment of right now, and we'll pull out from the last time we did, what last time we did. So we'll see a new one, old one, new one, old one. To understand two things. Number one, this is a joint effort. Number two, joint effort takes a long time, right? Lots of people working through a long period of time. So this is the arrangement for today. We'll talk that, right? So stay with us.